What's up, everybody? It's Sherelle Unique, and I am here to review the movie Michael. Reaching out. Who knew that Michael Jackson was the first one to do the mannequin challenge? So, of course, I had to do this review while I was still dressed up because, why not? Your girl had to sing at the AUBA Annual Layman Award Banquet, and it's always an honor every year to do the music for that banquet. And yeah, it was a good time. Okay, so going into this movie, I really didn't know what to expect. Honestly, I figured I was either gonna like it or dislike it. I was hearing mixed reviews, and I'm like, okay, well, it's just gonna be a good night out. Like, why not? I'm all about the movies anyway, so let's go. After the movie, I still feel like it's a toss up of whether you will like it or not. Let's say that if you go in expecting to hear something really new that you had not heard, you're going to be disappointed. You're not going to hear anything new, hardly. This movie was about the music, the performances, the nostalgia, what it took to become the global phenomenon that Michael Jackson was. He was the biggest pop star ever and still is. Only person we have right now to compare him to in terms of stardom, in my opinion, would be Beyonce. Y'all might be able to think of someone else, but what he was doing is well beyond what Beyonce was doing. If you've gone to a Beyonce concert or seen a Beyonce concert and the impact that she has and the numbers that she has and the amount of people she can get out there, maximize that. So, as you already know, Michael Jackson was a child prodigy. He was an amazing vocalist starting as a kid. Okay, when you listen to some of those vocals from when he was a child, he was out singing grown professional adults, even to this day. This movie covers from about the 1960s to the 1980s. So it does not cover his full life, which is something that people aren't so happy about. So it starts with showing us the boys in the living room dancing, practicing. In those clips, Michael was kind of sounding like, I guess they wanted to show the hard work that it took for him to become who he became. I don't know if he started out sounding like that. From the sounds of the stories that they tell, he was just out the womb singing crazy, like just killing it. I don't know. We all gotta grow though, so I wasn't like mad at it. Um, the child star who played young Michael, his name is I don't want to mess this up. It's either Julio Cruz Valdi or Julio Cruz Valdi. And if I messed that up, I'm so sorry. I think he did a good job. He embodied young Michael. You could feel the feelings, you could feel the sadness, the hurt, the pain. Um, he embodied those things. He did well with the performances, but he did not give the dancing that Michael did, because not only was Michael a phenomenal singer, he was an even better dancer. So, although he did a good job, he wasn't giving me what I need in terms of the dance moves, but the energy, the essence was there. I don't know that a lot of people would have picked up on it. I watched Joe Budden's podcast when they talked about it. He really went in on the boy. I didn't like his review and what he had to say with about that boy's performance. I thought the boy did a great job. I just would have liked more movement from him. Let me say though, the acting was phenomenal in my opinion. Acting was phenomenal. We had Michael Jackson's actual nephew, Jafar Jackson. I believe this is Jermaine's son, who played Michael Jackson. I don't want to just say he did well. It was like he embodied Michael. As you're watching it, he made you feel like you were really literally watching Michael Jackson. Like you felt like, dang, is this him? You had to go back and look at the old picture. Okay, this ain't him. This ain't him. He embodied Michael. I was kind of afraid of this movie because I did not want somebody to be up there like an impersonator. This wasn't that. This was not that. He got as close, in my opinion, as anyone could ever get to embodying this role. We had Nia Long as Catherine, and she really did an excellent job, in my opinion. Catherine Jackson had and has, I believe she's still with us. I hope she's still with us. I believe she's still with us. A quiet strength. And so she couldn't give, in terms of acting, like a lot of like overt energy. But the energy she gave was like just perfect for the role. I kind of feel like maybe that's even more difficult of a acting style. You know, sometimes it's easy to be bold and dramatic and yeah, trick, yeah. But to hold back, to have a bit of restraint, subtle movements, subtle reactions, but you could still feel it. You could still feel the warmth and love. I really think Nia Long did excellent, and she kind of looks like Catherine, so that was great. And one thing I really liked about this movie was we got to see the interactions between Michael and his mom, like sitting up watching movie nights. And I noticed like when he was having a hard time singing because Joe was intimidating him, Catherine might walk in the room and he would look at her, and the love that he felt with her, he would transfer that and use that as the inspiration he needed to get through his rehearsals and days, those rough days. I also like that she had a moment in the movie where she apologized to Michael, saying like, "I wish I would have protected you more." And you did see her towards the end protecting him in a way, like telling Joe, "What you gonna do? Beat him? Like those days are over." I don't know if that happened in real life, but I hope it did because it seemed like something that Michael would have needed. Now, Coleman Domingo played Joseph Jackson. In the words of Kanye West, "Oh, you mad, real mad, Joe Jackson." Coleman Domingo did a great job embodying this role. It was a very, I'm sure, intense role, an intense person to play. You know, Joe Jackson is almost like the face of child abuse, unfortunately. He embodied that intensity, that rage, that fear, that desperation. Um, he embodied all of that. And I think he was a great choice. In this movie, Joe Jackson was like a real life like boogeyman. Like they kind of made it like suspenseful scenes where they try to get you to be distracted and forget. Then he just pop out a corner like, got your trick. Like he was like on some weird stuff. Shout out to Here's the Thing podcast, Kev on Stage, That Chick Angel. That Chick Angel said he was almost like the Grinch when you think of how he came out so dramatically. All right, I'm running out of time. So this is part 1 of Michael movie review. My name is Sherelle Unique. Come back, check out part 2.